All right, John. How did practice go for the safeties today?
Way better than it did on Tuesday, that's for sure. But like I told the guys, almost isn't never good enough, and we always got to get better, especially with our communication. Now being in pads, we got to work on our conditioning. You know, being in the Pac-12, we got to work against fast-paced offenses. So that's just something we got to continually work on and just get better every day. And Saturday it's going to be even hotter, so we just got to get to it.
And I would have to think the heat kind of helps prepare you too to get in better shape.
Most definitely. That's most definitely.
How do you deal with when the temperatures get hot?
Mental intensity. Mental intensity. You got to be able to control yourself. When you get tired, you got to be able to think through all of the things, injuries, different stuff like that. It's the same kind of concept. So you just got to focus on your job. You know, it's going to be hot. It's going to rain sometimes. We might be somewhere where it snows. So you just got to be ready for these things, you know, and just be able to come in and do your job.
Thinking of great safeties, Brian Dawkins, John Lynch, they lay the boom. You had a nice hit today in practice, but how much do you feel like the safeties set the tone physically for the defense?
I feel like we do a pretty good job. Of course, we need, you know, we're working on our tackling, our angles and stuff like that. But, you know, I myself try and take pride in it. You know, Gerald Bowman, you know, kind of talked me into it. Of course, I was already a kind of physical guy. You know, I'm not really vertically, you know, like that. Yeah. So, but, you know, that's something I take pride in, especially being shorter. I kind of try and see the guys before they see me and just bring it to them.
A couple of cornerbacks there moving back.
Yeah.
You have Lockett, you have Hawkins. How are they doing, and how's that adjustment?
They're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. You know, of course, I'm taking pride in helping them also. So, I mean, that's a role that I'm taking on along with a lot of other things that I'm trying to get better at. So communicating to them and communicating to the whole defense and, you know, just after practice or something, if they have any questions, I'll try my best to help.
I know some of y'all had to rush off. You had classes. You know, how have your classes been going so far this semester? Actually, you have midterms now, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I had 3 midterms this week. Had one last night in sports journalism. I have 2 tomorrow, actually, bio and American Studies. So, you know, I've been up 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, and then have to get up at 7 o'clock for meetings and walkthroughs. But, I mean, it's just going to pay off in the long run, especially, you know, study habits off the field going to come on the field also. So,
Leon, what were the safeties working on today?
Today we just worked on communication and finishing.
How have the spring gone so far for you guys?
We started out with a bang. The last couple practices before this one, we didn't do as well as we should. And today we did better, but it's still not good enough. We got to get back to where we came.
You have Chris moving back a bit. How's he doing?
We have Chris and Jonathan Lockett rotating at safety too. They're both doing pretty well.
On a hot day like this, how do you keep yourself going?
I mean, for me, I'm from Florida, so I mean, I guess I'm used to it, but it's just I don't know how to explain it. You grow up in it.
Well, last question. I know you have class. Which class?
Introduction to Music Law.
Is that what you want to do? Because I know you perform, right?
No, I don't perform. I make the beats that people would perform too. But I'm in this class just to get an understanding of how the behind-the-scenes stuff work, how the royalties and all that stuff goes, copyright, and so I don't have to really depend on somebody else to do it. I'll know it myself, and yeah.